Floyd, what do you think about the fight? Crawford Mayweather, you said it's gonna be a good fight. Think the winner should get Canelo?
Sir.
This ain't about them right now.
I'm saying that both of you guys are chasing one fighter. If y'all feel like y'all chasing him and y'all can't get that fighter, then y'all should say, fuck it, we'll fight each other.
Damn, that's crazy.
Floyd Mayweather and Terence Crawford recently sat down for a joint interview with a reputable news channel, discussing various topics, including who was the better boxer and who would win in a hypothetical matchup. As expected, neither was willing to back down easily. Mayweather, who has often referred to himself as the best ever, remained confident, while Crawford stood firm in his own greatness.
Canelo, and I know that, Terence Crawford has been trying to fight Canelo. They both been trying to get that fight done. And it seems like both have been trying to get it done extremely bad. Now, if you can't get it done, then make you guys fight.
Floyd.
Congratulations, man.
Terence Crawford isn't known for bold self-promotion, but he has stated in multiple interviews that there isn't a fighter he wouldn't beat, including Floyd Mayweather. However, he's also admitted that he's never seriously considered a matchup against Mayweather, viewing him as an idol and someone he deeply respects. Floyd, never one to shy away from a challenge, quickly turned the conversation into a real proposition. "Bud, you and I can get in there and settle it once and for all," he said, daring Crawford to test his abilities in the ring.
What's up, bro? Keep it a stack. Did you in your head size up Floyd? Like, you know what I'm saying? If we was ever, keep it real, bud. Keep it real.
I'm never that type of.
Terence Crawford position, is it time for him to move up?
Wait. I think when he was like, a really super skillful fighter, very talented fighter. And I talked about that, a while back. And I thought about this, if he wanted to go to 168 and he want to fight Canelo bad and Benavidez want to fight Canelo bad, if they can't get Canelo, they can fight each other. Benavidez.
Terence Crawford doesn't seem too keen on the idea, as he's focused on securing a fight with Canelo Alvarez, a matchup he's been chasing for over a year. His only motivation in a Mayweather bout would be to end the debate about whether he could thrive against Floyd. His coach also appears just as determined.
You ever had the Floyd Mayweather, his era. But July 29th, I'm gonna show each and every one of y'all why. This era is the Terence Crawford era. So y'all can win.
When asked on the $1 million worth of game * podcast how he'd fare against Floyd Mayweather, Terence Crawford didn't hesitate to back himself. "Me versus anybody," he confidently stated. His trainer, Brian Bomac McIntyre, shares the same belief, though he admits some bias. "For one, Crawford is like my son, so I'm always going to go with him." But Terence has that dog in him. He didn't get to where he is overnight. It's taken years and years.
It's pound for pound. You or Floyd, who would have done that? Who would have won that?
Always been happy for him, been a fan of his, and I never imagined us fighting. I never looked at him like.
If you put Bud in his prime against Mayweather in his prime, Mayweather would likely be the smarter fighter, but Bud would have more dog in him. Whether Crawford could break through Mayweather's famed defense will always be debated. However, the more realistic fight for him right now is a showdown with Canelo Alvarez. 6. Floyd Mayweather believes Terence Crawford should forget about fighting Canelo Alvarez and face him instead. In making his case, Mayweather recalled his own encounter with Canelo, claiming the Mexican star was an easy opponent compared to him. However, it's clear why Floyd wants Crawford to overlook Canelo. The boxing world is already fixated on the highly anticipated clash between Canelo and Crawford, set for September. Getting the fight finalized wasn't easy, with weeks of negotiations and even a moment when Canelo nearly opted to face YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul. But at the last moment, the deal was sealed, setting up one of the biggest fights in recent memory. Now, the debate rages over whether Crawford can move up 2 weight divisions and dethrone the undisputed 168-pound champion. Mayweather, who retired in 2017 with a perfect 50-0 record, has had plenty to say about both fighters. He famously handed Canelo his first professional defeat in 2013 and has long been an admirer of Crawford. In past interviews, Mayweather has offered mixed opinions. At one point, he told *Fight Hype* that Canelo wasn't as great as people claimed, while also once declaring Crawford the top pound-for-pound fighter in the sport. As of right now, I'd put Terence Crawford as #1. Mayweather once said, "That assessment will soon be put to the test. If Canelo first gets past IBF champion William Skull in May, Crawford will have the chance to become undisputed at 168 pounds, cementing his place in boxing history." Back in September 2013, Floyd Mayweather faced Canelo Alvarez in a WBC and WBA light middleweight title showdown. It marked the 45th fight of Mayweather's legendary career, while Canelo was taking on the toughest challenge of his young career. Though many saw it as a tough test for Mayweather, the fight turned out to be one-sided. The American dominated, winning by decision, even if the scorecards made it appear closer than most boxing fans believed.
When I fought Canelo, I was 36, and Canelo was 23, around the same age. Some of these guys won world titles and was undisputed champion, I think.
Mayweather dominated the fight from start to finish, using his elite skills to outclass Canelo over 12 rounds and secure a majority decision victory. Despite his clear dominance, Judge C.A. Ross controversially scored the fight 114-114, leaving many, including Mayweather, baffled by the decision. Speaking to *Fight Hype*, the 47-year-old didn't hold back when discussing Canelo's boxing ability, summing up the fight in 3 blunt words: he was nothing. He then elaborated, dismissing the Mexican star's skills entirely. "You can take a guy like Canelo. I'll tell the truth about him. The idiot was easy. A cakewalk. Easy. You're all out here praising this dude, but he was nothing. I was almost 40 and I cooked this dude easily. Easy."
Man, cakewalk, that's easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude was nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude.
Sometimes as a counterpuncher, you get help.
The Tank age, the young low champions. Canelo was 23 with 43 fights and 30 knockouts. The world said he was inexperienced. I was 36 with 40-something fights. And to tell you the truth, I was over the hill. And so when I fight guys, when I'm in my 30s and they're in their 30s, you know what they say?
What's that?
Oh, this guy all washed up.